Every bride who entered Nightshade Forest came back changed, except the last one. In the shadowed kingdom of Eldergrove, there was a place no one dared enter after dusk, Nightshade Forest. A forest where the trees leaned too close, where the wind moved like breath, and where roses bloomed in colors no garden in the realm had ever seen. The villagers believed those roses were beautiful for a reason. Because beauty always hides a price. Every season, an offering was sent into the forest. Always a young woman, always alone. And each year she returned changed. Eyes hollow. Voice distant. As if she had left some part of herself behind, buried in the thorns. No one questioned the tradition anymore. Fear taught them obedience. And obedience kept them alive. But Elara was different. Sharp tongue, sharper mind. A girl who always asked, why? Why did the roses glow at night? Why did the chosen return as if they had seen death and survived it? Why did no man ever go? And most importantly, why did no one talk about the Rosekeeper? So when her name was drawn for the annual offering, Elara didn't run. She didn't scream. She simply tied her cloak, straightened her spine and said, if the forest wants me, it can explain itself. At the edge of Nightshade Forest, the air shifted. Colder. Heavy. Listening. Even the birds stayed silent. Elara stepped inside. The forest closed behind her like a door. She walked deeper, her boots sinking into moss that felt too soft, too warm, almost like skin. Shapes moved in her peripheral vision. Branches bending away from her path. Petals drifting upward instead of down. Shadows that weren't hers. Then the glow appeared. Roses, thousands of them, painting the darkness with a slow, pulsing red light. Like a heartbeat. One shared heartbeat. And there, tending them, stood the man everyone feared. Tall, still, beautiful in a way that felt dangerous. His eyes held the weight of centuries. His presence made the air tighten. He didn't speak at first. He only watched Elara the way one studies a flame that refuses to die. When he finally spoke, his voice was soft, but it carried through the entire garden. You're not afraid? Elara raised her chin. I don't fear stories. The Rosekeeper stepped closer. Then you should. Stories are the only truth humans bother to remember. She held out the offering basket. I came for answers. His expression shifted, surprised, amused, and something else she couldn't name. Then ask. The roses leaned toward her, petals quivering like they recognized her. She ignored the chill crawling down her spine. What happens to the women who come here? The Rosekeeper's gaze darkened. They leave. Not the same. Nothing leaves this forest unchanged. Elara stepped closer. Then show me. The garden responded before he did. Roses parted, opening a narrow path. A path made of black thorns carved with names. Hundreds of names, glowing faintly like dying embers. These are your brides, Elara whispered. Not mine, he said quietly. The forest's. She turned to him. And you? What are you? His answer came slowly, painfully. I am its prisoner. For the first time, Elara saw it. The exhaustion in his eyes, the pain behind his composure, the way the roses clung to him like chains. The forest feeds on memory, he said. On love, fear, devotion. The brides give part of themselves so the forest can keep me alive. Why you? Because I was the first foolish enough to enter. The truth settled like frost on her skin. The Rosekeeper wasn't the monster. The forest was. And it was watching her. Waiting. Hungry. Your coming was not chance, he said. It chose you. Elara's pulse quickened. Chose me for what? His voice dropped, trembling at the edges. To break the curse or continue it. A cold wind rushed through the garden. The roses all turned toward her like thousands of tiny blood-red eyes. The ground vibrated. The air thickened. Something ancient awakened. The forest whispered in her ear. A voice like leaves dragging on stone. Choose. Elara staggered, breath shaking. Why me? I'm no one. You are the only one who came seeking truth, the Rosekeeper said. The curse feeds on fear. But truth rejects fear. The roses trembled violently. Thorns cracked. The world leaned toward her. Elara felt the forest reach inside her mind, searching for a place to root itself. She grabbed the Rosekeeper's hand. His eyes widened. No one had touched him in centuries. "Tell me how to end it," she whispered. He swallowed hard. "If the roses die, so do I. And if they live, I remain trapped, and you become the next bride." The forest thundered around them. Petals swirled like a storm. The curse demanded its price. Ilara looked at him, this lonely ancient man carrying a burden he never asked for. Then she looked at the roses. Alive, hungry, waiting for her fear. She made her choice. Slowly she stepped back, lifted her hand, and crushed the nearest rose. A scream tore through the garden. Not from him, not from her, from the forest itself. Thorns split. Branches shrieked. The ground cracked open like bone. The rosekeeper fell to his knees, the chains breaking from his wrists like shattered glass. Centuries of silence lifted from his shoulders. He was free, finally free. But Ilara was not. The forest twisted around her, wrapping her in vines glowing brighter than fire. She did not scream, she only whispered, "Let him go." The curse obeyed. At sunrise the entire garden lay in ruins. The rosekeeper stood alone, breathing air that didn't belong to a prison. In the center of the ashes, one rose remained, a single, perfect bloom the color of dawn, petals soft as her voice, stem warm as her skin. When he touched it, the rose whispered her name, and he understood. Curses don't simply vanish, they pass on. They choose someone new. Ilara had freed him by taking his place. And in Nightshade Forest, a new legend was born, of a girl brave enough to break a curse, and powerful enough to become one.